offseason a lot about how you wanted this free-flowing, balanced offensive style. Is tonight's game kind of the example of that?
I'm not sure. I mean, we piled in points from everywhere. I do think the key thing though, that I like, that I want to continue to see is our ball movement, and just throughout possessions trying to find the best shot available, right? And it takes being unselfish, and it takes some patience. And because as a player, you want to make a play, right? And sometimes that comes at taking a risk of trying to make something when nothing is there, right? And it happens throughout the game. But I think our team, our players are understanding that trying to make the simple play and just taking what's available is the best solution. And then we're starting to play through that, and eventually we're causing defenses to break down. So I think that is what I've enjoyed most over the past few games, is just our patience offensively.
How would you kind of assess the way that Eli was able to just make the most of his minutes, season high minutes, season high points? I think the most minutes he played in about a month, but the way he was able just to make the most of the opportunity.
Yeah, Eli's definitely capable. He was playing well early in the season. He went down. He hadn't played as much as of late. Sometimes it's just difficult to find minutes for guys. When you talk about playing 10 or 11 guys, usually someone just doesn't get that bulk of minutes, and that's kind of been his situation over the past few games. But me and Eli have talked numerous times, and it's just about how you handle the situation, right? You can come in and pout about it, but that's not going to do you any good. That's not going to make me change my mind. If you come in and pout at practice and show me that you're disappointed. What makes my decision difficult is if you come in ready to play, right? And he continues to do that, and he was ready to go tonight because he's practiced well. So it's just a build-up and a progression. And I think even in the small stints that he's played in the past games, he's given us some good possessions.
Coach, so regardless of opponent, free throws are still free throws. You guys went 10 of 11 tonight, easily your best performance. Do you feel like the season-long the yips have sort of gone away for the team? There's not as much pressure on them?
I never called them the yips. I never made a big deal of it with our team, right? I think now I didn't hide it, right? We didn't walk around like it wasn't the elephant in the room. We approached it, and the only solution was just to get to work. I probably put everyone's free throw percentage of the past in front of them, either verbally or visually, and just told them, like, listen, you're not shooting up to your capability. This isn't you. You're not performing the way you can from the free throw line. Let's get back to what we do and what you can do. And I think they've just remained confident, and there's a calmer approach when they go to the line now.
Drew, what can you tell us about Charlie?
Not much right now. He's been battling a hamstring issue that dates back to before the season started, right? He's since recovered, but there's some setbacks at times where he may have tweaked it here or there. So I don't know what his timetable is. Hopefully we get him back soon. Hopefully it was just a small tweak, and the decision was to hold him out, which was the best decision for tonight's game. And I hope for him and for us that he's capable and ready to play for our conference opener.
Drew, 22 turnovers, 37 points off those turnovers. I know Cleary isn't a top-tier team, but what can you take from that defensive intensity moving forward?
We have to continue to be disruptive. We never want teams to feel comfortable like they run their sets and their plays like they do in practice. Our agenda is to be disruptive, to throw your timing off, to see if we can get deflections. We're going to continue with that strategy to apply pressure, especially on the ball in certain areas. But I think overall as a team, it hasn't just been one defender leading the charge. It's been us as a unit. Whatever 5 guys I put on the floor, because I have some strong defenders. I have some guys who need a little bit more help. That's just the team, you know. But I think our players understand the support that one player may need, and if this guy can defend and be on his own. So they're just growing in chemistry, which I think helps on the defensive end too. And when you've been through a non-conference season, 13 games now, you start to see a lot of the resemblance in what teams do, and you're put into all these different situations. So I think a lot of our defensive presence and ability is just starting to grow with time.
Coach, what goes through your head? The team was so excited when one of your guys in Lucas Prola scored his first career basket. Like, is that something that kind of hit you as well when it happened, or like what was in your mind?
I told him to start turning the ball over. No, you know, I wish you guys could spend more time at practice, and you would understand, you know, maybe my excitement. I didn't jump up and down or anything like that, but internally, like to see Lucas Prola be able to play tonight, to be able to contribute like that caps off a great night for us, because he takes probably more reps in practice, right? He has to practice equally as hard as any other guy that puts on a jersey, and a lot of times when it comes to game time, he doesn't get the minutes, he doesn't get the opportunity, and that's not easy, right? It's not easy to go to practice every day, and then when it comes game time, you kind of may know, like, man, I'm not really going to get an opportunity today. I won't get a chance to go in. So anytime that he does have that opportunity, man, you know, you can't take those things for granted, man. That's, you know, a pleasure to go see him be able to participate and play.
Drew, I asked you this at the beginning of the month, and I'll ask it to you again.
I already know what's coming.
Then I won't even ask the question. Go ahead.
Is this what have I learned question?
Yep.
No, you got to rephrase it. I know bits and pieces. I didn't think I gave you an
You're
answer
making me
last
work.
time.
That's fair. Okay. Obviously,
You're making me work.
Okay, well, that's fair. Anyways, the question is, you've been through non-conference. What did you learn the most about your team and yourself? And as you head to Atlantic 10 play, how do you feel the team is processing that?
Well, what I learned most is I think I was saying it, and I wanted to say it, but I believe my team proved me right. I thought we were resilient. I've thought that since day one. And maybe in the beginning I was just trying to speak it into existence, because you really just don't know yet, but I truly believe that. I've been convicted by saying, hey, this group is resilient, we can get through anything. So I think over the course of the non-conference season, I just grow stronger in belief of that. For myself, day by day, man, I'm just trying to get better. There's something I'm trying to, you know, pick up. Each opportunity I get, I just want to be a better coach. I want to be better than I was the day before. So I think my approach has changed a little bit, and just knowing how to get to my players and what's needed at the time in situations. So I'm continuing to learn. I don't have it mastered, but I hope I'm improving in that area.
Zach, you want to ask about the A10?
Drew, you're heading into A10 play. Just obviously, you've been through this 2 years now, different share. Just what do you make overall of just the conference as a whole, and just as you stack up, just finding yourselves within that?
Headed into the A10 gauntlet. No, I think the conference is playing unbelievably, as a whole, unbelievably well right now. We have 6 teams, I believe, in the top 100. We open here with Rhode Island, who's only lost 1 game through conference play. You know, it's just going to be a battle each and every night. There's no days off in this conference. You got you got great coaches, and then you got some big time players. So we'll just have to be prepared. We'll have to be prepared for every game. And then you can't look forward and you can't look back, because you just gotta, like, we'll play Tuesday, and then boom, right after that, if you get hung up too much on Tuesday, look, you gotta go to Davidson in a few days. They'll smack you right in the mouth. You gotta be able to bounce back. You gotta be able to recover. And it's quick recovery, so you have to learn, and you gotta apply it, and you gotta be ready to move on. Or the conference that'll chew you up.
Thank you, Coach.